You and the rest of Class 1A are leaving the school grounds for a trip in the middle of the summer. Aizawa taking you all to the beach for both a workout on your quirks, also letting you all have time together and to relax, having a fun couple weeks with your class. All of you had packed up as soon as you could and started heading to the school for the meetup. Excitement fills your mind as you can't wait to both have fun with your friends and kick their butts in some volleyball and other sports in the sand. You walk past the school gates to see the Deku squad, all talking and having a good time. You walk over and hug Izuku. You hadn't really seen him in the past few months after summer started, and you had missed him dearly. You soon let go of him with a big smile on your face, his cheeks a dark red. "It's so good to see you, Izuku. How have you been?" He gulped slightly, rubbing the back of his head. "I've been okay. How are you?" You feel a sharp pain in the back of your head. You soon falling to your knees, holding the back of your head. You turn to see none other than Bakugou, his cheeks a light shade of pink as he glares down at you. "What the hell are you doing with these filthy extras, listener?" he yells. You sigh softly as you stand up. You keep rubbing the back of your head as he glares. You let out a little pout. "What, are you jealous?" A sly smirk slowly appears on your face when he scowls. You loved making this boy angry, flustered, and downright with any other emotion. To you it was funny to see him explode when it was about you. You giggle slightly as you start hearing him yell loudly again. Throwing what seemed to be a small temper tantrum, Kirishima and the rest of the Baku squad start arriving as they all stare. They laugh slightly as Bakugou grabs you by the shoulders and begins shaking you like a doll, yelling about you being just another filthy extra as well, his face still a light red, of course. You wrap your arms gently around his neck. He stops shaking you and you begin to pull yourself closer to him. As you keep pulling yourself closer, he feels his cheeks burn a dark shade of red. You end up close to his ear as you softly whisper, your warm breath tickling his neck slightly. "You are too cute." You say this as soon as you can, and you very, very quickly let him go. He stays there, his cheeks still a dark red. Kirishima tries to talk to Bakugou, but he does not get a reply. Bakugou sticks frozen, staying frozen like a broken computer, unable to process what had just been said to him, of all things how it was said to him. He was about to He so badly wanted to feel your heart beat against him once again. You were so close. The more he thought about it, the more he wanted you back next to him. You walk back over to Izuku and the rest of the gang as Bakugou regains his senses. He goes back to yelling, saying things along the lines of, "You extra," and other things like, "How dare you," and "You are such a damn idiot." This makes you and Izuku laugh. He has no idea what you said to Bakugou, and he really wants to know, but knowing you, he kinda doesn't want to know. So he keeps his mouth shut, as you both continue talking, of course. Kirishima holding back Bakugou from trying to blow you into the heavens. The bus soon arrives to the front gates of the school, Aizawa stepping out after the doors open. You all go to the trailer at the back of the bus and open it. The guys step inside and start helping with the bags, Bakugo not doing anything in the slightest. Of course, none of you wanting the stress of all the bags falling out once they stopped at the beach house. After all this, everyone begins entering the bus in a long line. Ida yelling at us to stay in line, sit in our right spots due to the numbering in class. As always, everyone disregards anything he is yelling about and all sits down with the people they are very close to. You happen to end up sitting between Bakugou and Izuku. Aizawa getting back onto the bus after everyone has sat down. The bus begins moving and you all start your very slow trip to the beach. It hadn't even been 10 minutes of peaceful conversation when Bakugou thought Uraraka was giving him a weird look. He begins yelling right into your ear as he grips onto the bus pole, glaring at Uraraka as she gives a very confused look on what kind of bull crap he is already starting. You had a small flashback of earlier today on how you had a small fight with your mother before you had left. This was making you already upset as it was, but you didn't want to say anything to anyone. This makes you slightly more agitated than normal. You end up grabbing his arm, glaring at him. He turns to you and glares back. "What are you doing extra?" he yells in your face. You finally snap, already being tired of this stuff for today, and bullcrap he was pulling. Normally, you would have kept your composure and just played around with it as always, but you were already reminded of how you were already hurt today. So at this point, all gloves were off. You fully stand up, Bakugo still towering over you, and you begin yelling rather loudly into his face. "Would you shut the frick up?" you hiss as you keep glaring at him. His eyes widen slightly, as does everyone else's. You keep going as you clearly didn't feel like backing down already, even though Bakugo was someone you really liked. "Please stop yelling for once. I want a calming vacation/training time with all of you. People I see as my friends, my family. Please, Bakugo, Your voice begins to go quiet. You gulp slightly as you look away, balling up your fists, letting him go. "Please, don't take this the wrong way. I'm sorry." Bakugo cuts you off, growling as he gently grabs your chin, lifting it up to look into his eyes. His eyes were soft, with a slight glare in them. He clearly is trying his damned hardest to not start glaring at Uraraka again. "Fine, you nerd. Only for your dumbass." He pulls his hand away and looks over at everyone else, whose jaws were now pretty much physically on the floor. He so badly wanted to start yelling at them, but out of the corner of his eyes he could still see your sad face. He sighs and lets out a loud groan. "Ugh, all of you extras, I will be nice. But I haven't gone soft, you assholes," he states rather loudly, soon sitting down where he was before, looking away from you and everyone else. You gently sit back down as well, looking at him as everyone else begins whispering to one another, not wanting to make Bakugo change his mind at this point. Kirishima smiles. He was the one sitting across from Bakugo. Izuku looks at you once you turn back to look at him. He gently takes your hands in his, and a big smile forms on his soft, kind face. "You okay, listener?" "Yeah, I'm fine. Just some problems at home. I just want everyone to be nice to each other. For once, and at least till the training part of this, vacation." You sigh as you let out a slight yawn, soon starting to fall asleep. Izuku goes to grab you and let you lay on him, but Bakugou gently wraps his arm around you, letting you lay your head on his shoulder. You fall fast asleep. Hey everyone, this is MidianASMR, and welcome to the channel. I know I said I wasn't gonna post, but I was like, you know what? Even though I'm still on my little vacation, I'll do a quick one. This was not a quick one in the slightest, but it was quick. In the next few days, I'll be home and I'll record another video, but I just wanted to say thank you for all your support, and where did all you guys come from? I guess you can consider this a 300 sub special. You can guess, even though the real sub special will be at 500. This will be a small series, as you can see probably in the title that this is part 1. Oh, and this is gonna be a love triangle. Well, triangle between you, Bakugou, and Deku. Because I thought, the drama, and it would be really cute to watch them fight over you and fawn over you. And of course, Bakugou's more of an asshole in this one, which is probably more relevant. Anyways, I hope you all have an amazing beginning of the day, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.